I'm getting the live.
He's
So
doing some
hey,
adjusting.
so we're live now. We should be on our Appalachian Nightmares channel as well.
Appalachia.
Well, we shall be live now too. But yeah, we got some things coming up. We do have an announcement to make. Haunting Angels is
Yeah,
going to be joining us in Ohio at Ohio State Reformatory.
sweet.
There's there's a couple other places that we're looking into, but we there's no need to even share it or anything because we're still trying to work it all out. Because it
Yeah.
is Easter weekend, so or Easter week that we're going.
Yeah.
So there's a few things happening. Yeah, I
Wait, do
don't
you
know.
mean Ishtar weekend?
Yeah.
Sure. Sure, I guess.
I gotta
But yeah,
ruin it all.
yeah, I know. Every holiday. Anyways,
Hey, that
but
makes
yeah, we're excited. That's coming up on April 18th. But
Maybe they should found some holidays that aren't founded on crazy, tragic stuff. You know?
well, we're celebrating it, I guess. I don't know, but back to the updates. We are personally planning on going back to the art place to get some more footage. And because we lost footage, and even though we're kind enough to give us some footage, me and V are going back because I need to get the video set up. Like, so many things happened during that investigation. I
Yeah.
couldn't even do like an intro. So how I set my videos up, I stand there, I talk about what we're gonna do, I give my impressions. We didn't have time for any of that. Even though we had a lot of time, every time we would move from place to place, something would go off. We would get distracted. I mean, so we're definitely going to be going back.
very
Absolutely incredible. One of the greatest places I've ever visited, and I'm gonna tell you what, if they don't get tired of us, I might be a regular there.
Yeah.
Hey, they got a nice coffee shop. You can always go there and get coffee, get you a cup of coffee,
Yeah.
and be one of those regulars who hang out all day
Yeah.
That's going to be V because he likes ghosts.
with some
I
equipment.
like ghosts.
Hey, I do too, babe. That's why we're brethren.
Simpatico.
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 Yeah, but we're definitely going to go back and just so we can focus and get and maybe even I want to do a little bit more intuitive work there because there is a mystery there. So I've got to get back in touch with the ladies and yeah, that's kind of what we're planning on doing. I know that I just say real quick, not this Friday, but this weekend I'm going to start Edison editing Madison Dry Goods. So Madison Dry Goods video, as long as everybody's alive and well, should come out February 7th. I believe that's Friday. So not this Friday, but next Friday. So we're a week and a half away from the next release. So I've got the thumbnail made. I've got the title set. Now all I've got to do is edit that video, which is kind of the same. We really didn't have time to prompt anything because we only had 2.5 hours there, but it
Yeah.
worked out pretty good though, I'd say. But
Hey,
anyways,
part two of Madison will
yep,
start in March.
yep.
That's clean. Sometime in March. Oh, V's birthday. What was it?
So these
March
birthdays on a
28th.
Friday.
Hey,
So if
Angel.
we'd have to go on
Sorry.
a Friday or either Saturday. So the 29th is a Saturday. And the 28th is Friday of March, which it should be warmer by then. And I'm trying to save up the money to get me that Mothman hoodie. I done took my measurements and everything, not hoodie, onesie. So, and y'all know I stay up all night. So when we go back to this place, I'm going to bring a blow up mattress. If we're really being locked in this place,
Yeah.
I'm going to be up all night. I don't have to roam around and do ghost hunting, but I'm going to go sit in places by myself because everybody else generally goes to sleep a lot earlier than me. So as soon as we're locked in there, my ass is going to be up until they unlock that door.
Yeah. I made a confession at work too that I was gonna be spending the night in Madison Dry Goods for my birthday at work. And yeah, they were like, "Yeah, only you, because how many other people are gonna spend their birthday with a bunch of creepy ghosts and haunted dolls?"
Yeah.
I'm looking
I would
forward to it.
totally do it.
I really
I
am.
am.
Yep.
Yes, I am
And
too. I'm excited.
the discussion was to spend the night. So let's just see. Let's just see if they'll let it happen. I know they're going to let us go back, and I know they're going to let us stay late. But all night, I don't know. We'll see.
I
Okay.
do have a message for all spirits out there. It's like, please don't corrupt our equipment.
No doubt. We
Yeah.
had
That has
enough
been,
of that going on
oh,
at it's in Stokes County a few weekends ago.
Yeah.
that's what
Well,
I mean.
And we've, you know, I've been trying all week. I have not been able to get anything to cooperate from our side neither, hardly. Um, from the should I call it the West Arts building, I guess.
yeah.
So we were in the Arts building a long time compared to being over. Well, we're at the courthouse 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Or we're there an hour.
A little bit. I think it's like an hour and a half.
Okay. So I actually
Yeah.
was able to before our battery died in our camera in our audio. And it's funny because it usually lasts like 6 hours.
Yeah.
And actually, it doesn't die now, period. Oh, it didn't. I mean, never mind. It was our card went out, filled up.
Yeah.
Our storage card filled up on it.
Yeah.
But anyway, I got 20. Let's see. I'll tell you what I got. Actually, 8 minutes in. I said 20 minutes. Is that right? Yeah, 8 minutes is all we got in the courthouse. But
Wow.
the good part about it was I don't think I had any of the whistling. I do have audio of it. I do have audio, but actually the video, which I mean, really, we won't see anything. It was all audio anyway. I do have
Yeah.
that on our recorder.
Yeah,
That's
that's
awesome.
super important.
I got all of it. I got everything. I mean, I don't know if I have anything you guys want to use over at why do I struggle calling it the art? Is it the arts building? I think coffee shop when I think about it. That's what's throwing me
Yeah.
off.
Art.
It's called the Art Place.
Yeah, it's a really cool building.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been calling it the Danbury Arts Place in my head.
Yeah, that fits. That fits too. It's like a glove.
Yeah. That fits the bill.
You so you Lee's up here. Lee Ransom. L Ransom's here. What's going on? So
What's up, Red Tom?
um, I'm rambling right this minute. I'm thinking, you guys,
I
how do you
like
feel
ghosts.
showing a little clip from a little funky stick figure we caught at the courthouse? Y'all want to save it? Show it.
You could show it.
You show it?
Show it.
Yeah, that's
Show it.
fine.
All
Show it
right.
now.
Yeah, let's see if I can.
Show it.
I did. Riley and I were listening to it, and I could tell we were listening to some of it. Just so you guys, it's really loud in there. And I guess that the audio on these small cameras that we have with the really nice microphones, it's amazing what they pick up.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you could hear my stomach growling one time. I think it might have been a flatulence. I ain't sure.
It was a bear.
Yes,
Yeah.
but you could hear the knocks that you and I were hearing. Because I could
Yeah.
hear. I could hear. I would say something before somebody. I'd be like, "What was that?" Under my breath, kind of. And
Me and Greg were getting the brunt of those knocks. Also, me and Greg were on the same side of the courtroom and everybody else was on the other side. I could feel the floor vibrating from these knocks. And matter of fact, when I released the whistle clip or whatnot, which was the best thing I ever did, I think, because TikTok's popping now.
Yeah, it was.
Thanks, TikTok followers. We appreciate you, but we want to see you here too because you get much more content here. But anyways, there's a big bang right before the freaking whistle.
mm-hmm.
I think it was the same spirit.
Another thing that kind of messes people up too. We're in the pitch black dark, but when you see these cameras with the night vision, it almost looks like we got a light on when we don't.
Yeah. We don't have a light on.
Yeah, that's always the thing.
Yeah, it shows a little bit of different mood than what we're actually seeing. So I'm gonna play this. I hope you can hear it. I hope it works. I feel like it's going to. If it doesn't, I apologize.
It looks good and clear right now.
Play it. Hit the play button. To the
He
left.
drank a Red Bull today. He needs to calm down.
Oh yeah, I did drink a Red Bull. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm sorry, everybody in the chat. I'm really bad. I'm going on mute.
So we're this part that I'm gonna play. So this is inside the Stokes County Courthouse in the actual courtroom. I had this camera just sitting here, and I had, mostly had it kind of up in the balcony to start with. But you're going to hear a lot of talking in the background. A lot of it, I apologize for it. Riley, I feel like Riley was getting tired.
Yeah.
Because he did a lot more talking in here, rambling about bull crap. But that's part of it. I enjoy understand. So let's see.
Where is this? The arts place?
So Chastity, I'm not sure what you
She had just put that camera down.
So she put a cat ball up there. So you can't sit there's a podium she's standing at. And I think you'd already did you set a camera up here? Is that what you set up here?
I was trying to run a little bit of SB7 Spirit Box. So it was the SB7 and what is all that noise? That's weird. I'm hearing something else, like another voice. I guess it may be V, but
No, it's not. I was on mute, but I think it's their speakers are interfering.
no, I don't know. But anyways, it was SB7 and a speaker, like a Bluetooth speaker that we plug up to the SB7 to make it louder. And it was on a podium, so it slanted. And I mean, the speaker itself is it does have like this weird thing V put on it to mount. So I couldn't see anything. So I sat it, and it sat there for a few minutes. Yeah. So I'll leave that there. But yeah, it sat there for maybe like 60 seconds.
So in my lap, because I had been holding the XLS camera, and for those of you who don't know, in my lap, because this camera is just sitting beside me. It's on probably like 5 feet from me, sitting on the table. But I was actually holding the XLS camera, just hoping to catch a spirit. I was really thinking in my mind the whole time. I really felt like something was in that balcony up. If you look straight in that image up behind Chastity, there is a balcony there. It's really dark there. And I actually saw a shadow up there one time. And that was when I actually had the camera, but I couldn't pick up anything on it. But what you'll notice, XLS cameras turn to any ghost or any spirits, it turns it into a stick figure. Yeah. So just keep an eye on. I'm gonna play this thing, and you're gonna hear a ruckus. You're gonna hear something crazy start. It's really loud, and we'll explain when it's over. But yeah.
Just an interesting fact. They or I think is it her name Michelle? Was that her name? Kimberly and Michelle, right?
Yeah.
She said something like about the whole balcony going black. Like, and this is after we already turned the lights off. Our eyes had already been adjusted. And right when she said that, I looked up and you could see nothing. Like you couldn't even see the back of the wall or anything like that. I just wanted to add that in before you finish playing it.
Cool. All right, here we go.
There it goes again.
Oh, yeah.
What in the hell?
Yeah.
All right. So, did everybody hear the big loud bang? That was something from the podium. What was it?
Was it that spirit box thing that Chastity says she put on there?
It was the Bluetooth speaker in my SB7 because it bent my antenna on my SB7, but I was able to bend it back.
Okay. So this was I had this XLS camera on for 30 minutes, 32 minutes, actually 42 minutes. The whole 42 minutes I caught nothing, no stick figures at all. But when that bang happened, I immediately picked the camera up off the table so I could record my XLS screen. If you see it here, right here in the bottom right corner, you see a little something going on there. So we picked up a spirit come out of nowhere, and it come from the direction of the podium after the bang went off, which is so wild.
Yeah.
And I caught it in my eye. I was like, dude, I really think I just caught that on the XLS because I'm looking, in the dark trying to figure out what had just happened, forgetting I had a night vision camera in my hand the whole time, which is just how it happens sometimes.
Did that footage corrupt?
The what?
Did that footage corrupt at all?
No.
No, man,
I'm talking
it's
about, uh, is that the camera that you had sitting in your lap, like the one that's filming now?
Yeah.
the one. No, the one that's filming now is the camera that I take everywhere. So it has the alt recorder on it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. So I had it sitting right now. This picture is sitting on the table beside me, just just facing forward. But
Okay.
in my lap is the XLS. I'm holding it, and that it's pitch black dark. So
Yeah.
this video didn't really. I mean, it's awesome video because you can see,
Yeah.
but we don't have this vantage point when we're in the pitch black dark.
No.
It doesn't look like this to us. I say us, everybody who was in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, it literally was about as dark as you could get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
I'm gonna back up just a hair while I play a little bit and get back to it.
Session.
So that's what the camera pointed the other way. Now I'm moving. I'm gonna set it back down on the table. Sorry for making you dizzy. Chastity gets up. She's gonna go put something up on the podium. This is an awesome pitch, y'all. I'm really happy to call it.
A very choppy frame rate.
There it goes again. Oh, yeah. What in the hell?
Look at the camera.
Back off.
Camera screen.
And he's gone. Just as soon as he come in the picture, he come out of the corner, out of the bottom right corner, which would be toward the podium.
Yeah.
He come in the picture, you could see him, and then he was gone. I say he.
Can you go back and pause it
I've
on it?
seen a lot of stick. Yeah, I think I can. Let's see.
There it goes again. Oh, yeah. What in
All right, so right now in the right hand side over here, you see the skeleton. I said the skeleton. The stick figure is going to come out.
the hell?
So it come away from the podium. Seconds after you heard the big bam. But what I was saying about this figure, we've seen lots of stick figures up here. I've seen them. Dylan's up here. He'll vouch for it. He's been with us. I've seen them 9 feet tall. No kidding.
Yeah.
I've seen big black blobs come out of nowhere and as tall as the floor to the ceilings and really 9 feet tall
Yeah.
in the Hill House in Kent.
Yeah.
Oh, hell no.
I say a monster. It come in that corner that we
I
always
remember
raise
it
his
was
head.
bigger than Dylan.
It was bigger than Dylan, but the thing is, it was taller than the door casing in the room that it was standing right beside by like a foot.
Yeah.
And it stood there and looked like it walked toward us. And then it left, it disappeared. So I say that because look how small this is. It's if you're looking at it, it's probably only like 3 foot tall. So that blows my mind about, is it a kid? What kind of spirit is it,
Well,
Let me just tell you what makes this catch so good to me is we didn't get any stick figures across the street at the art center, arts council, art building, whatever you guys want to call it, the coffee shop. We didn't get anything there for 3 hours.
Hang out.
We were in here for an hour, and this is the only one we caught all night long.
Yeah.
And it
Hey,
just
Greg.
so happened. Yeah.
There's another detail too. Most of the time when you get images like this that are done through the stick figure, it'll line itself up with whatever objects are there trying to make a person. there's nothing there to line itself up to make itself into any kind of human figure.
Oh no, see
Like
No.
another thing,
that,
what you
that's
don't,
huge.
what you're not seeing is I have this set where, so like Chastity sitting on the bench. If you're not careful with, especially the old SLS camera, the older version of this
Yeah.
camera that doesn't really
Hmm.
have the 3D view like this one does, anything, just say a lamp or a post in the middle of the floor, anything skinny in there, it'll make a stick figure out of it. This
Yep.
XLS doesn't get confused as much, and the XLS, what it does, it uses the actual microphones on the tablet also to find. So let's just say, so you see Chastity sitting there. She's, if she would say something, she would have to say it loud enough where it would, the camera would pick it up, the XLS, and it would turn her to a stick figure too.
Yeah.
But we know that's her, right? I mean, so it doesn't matter if it turns everybody in the room a stick figure. We know who they are. It's
Yeah.
stuff like this that comes out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's not pointed at
Right.
you. It just comes out of the screen. It comes from the direction of the podium that just something just knocked some equipment off the top of the podium, comes out where
Yeah.
we can see it, and it's gone, vanishes. You tell me that's not amazing.
That is
It's amazing.
amazing.
It's a great capture because it's like it literally comes, you can see me, and then it literally comes out from the podium. And I mean, it was right on, it's on the same side we were hearing all the thuds. And I
Yeah.
will add this, not to give too much away, but I haven't reviewed the footage. But while we were there, I even did an Estes session, and I don't know how much of it even made sense. Like, they really did not want to communicate with these devices. They were more interested in the knocks, the bangs, the whistles. It's interesting. I've never experienced that as much personally, like in a haunted place.
I definitely want to use it a little more. Um, I played around with that $40,000 camera at work tonight, and it made me really realize uh there's a lot of different spectrums that I'm not getting by not having thermal imaging. And you add that on top of the DSLRs, like you can see things in a way that just you really can't get with anything else. I mean, I watched temperature changes happen while I was at work, like on on the screen, like in real time. I watched something come through and it was like a blue, just like a flash of blue. Like we definitely need to have some type of thermal imaging in the future that's like set up, like, fixated like permanently in our investigation area. I don't know. I'm just a random thought.
Yeah, going back to this though, it come out of the corner. If what y'all can't tell, like in this image, to just to make sure everybody understands, the image is flipped on the SLS camera. All of the sounds were coming out of this back corner over here where that door is, so opposite of me. And the stick figure that he captured is near the podium, because in this image where yes, that's the podium over there where he's showing you guys. And the stick figure is really small. So this thing it was like, I don't know. It was on Greg was right in front of me. So we were the only ones on this side of the courtroom. So it is a very interesting capture. And this is that violet light stuff. So this is the all spectrum type um night vision that Greg has here. So this is supposed to capture all spectrums.
And again, like the most important detail of that stick figure capture being the fact there's nothing around it to mimic the shape of a human
Yeah,
being.
nothing. Yeah, there's nothing around it that does that.
Yeah, that gives so much more validation because of that.
I was just reading it. Somebody, Todd Ipock. I'm not sure who you are, man. I put the link up in our comments for the guests who are on, of course. Um, we might see who you are and what you talk about after we get through with what we're doing tonight. So sorry, I bumped you off, man. I don't know who you are. Apology. Anyway, somebody was trying to get on. That's the bad part about posting the link. And I don't really mind guests. It's cool if you got a cool ghost story you want to tell, something really cool. I don't mind that.
Who
Yeah.
was it? What was the name?
Todd Ipock.
Oh, I'm not familiar with him. Oh, wait a minute. Is he the guy you investigated for? That
No.
last name. I had a session with her. It's a man and a woman, the husband and wife you went and investigated for in the house
Oh
in
yeah,
Denver.
yeah, but that's Michael and Tammy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
he must be on Facebook because we're not seeing it. Todd, we can't see comments if you're on Facebook. I apologize for that. Riley might can see them. I know you're not on YouTube because I would see you up here in the chat.
He asked Riley, do you have any other, do you stream to anything else other than Facebook,
Yeah, check us out on YouTube, Todd. We're on YouTube now.
YouTube, and Instagram?
Yeah, you can check us out there. Anyway, let's get back on the subject at hand. This awesome catch. Um, so I'm gonna play
What
it
happened to
again.
V?
V got gone.
They
Yeah,
got
it's
the
okay.
It's
And I
the
was
full,
saying,
right?
I'm hearing the back feedback. Angel wanted to hop up here. I told him to join, so I don't
Yeah,
know
the
if he's still
link's
on,
in there.
but the links in the chat.
Yeah, links in the chat. I was on
We
link
do.
one before. All
Oh,
right, you got it.
sorry, you guys. Yeah, I dropped my phone, and when I went to pick it up, I touched the wrong button, and it completely exited out.
So what I was saying a little while ago about the microphone, you hear everything so well. So this podium from where I'm sitting is probably 20 feet away, but it sounds so much louder when whatever it was fell off the podium or got. Now it didn't fall off, y'all. It got knocked off.
Yeah,
I'm convinced of that.
I am
But it
too.
sounds so much louder here. So I'm gonna play it
Yeah.
again. I love watching it. So anyway,
Play it. Play it.
y'all
Send
if you
it.
pick up something, let me.
Oh, yeah. What in the hell? Yeah.
That's crazy,
That is
man.
nuts.
What the
It's
fuck?
like he walked out, he walked up, and when
Yeah,
and when
what the fuck? They started it.
yeah, but you didn't have to do it. I know y'all simpatico and all,
Yeah,
but dang on, man.
me and him are know what each other names.
It's a shame the Greyhounds ain't close to here no more. I'd help him get a ticket, get on one, send him on up to Salem.
Man, I miss Greyhound traveling. I used to ride this whole country on Greyhounds.
A
No
Greyhound bus.
exaggeration. Yes, sir.
I want to ride a Greyhound.
And for
No,
the
it really sucks, bro.
it does, it really does. I have horror stories.
Well, maybe
I
not now in the smartphone era, but definitely before smartphones, it really sucked.
I rode one all the way from Fort Myers, Florida, back up here, and it was even crazy back in the '90s. And I was like 8 years old. I had this man when I rode, and it's kind of a spooky story, so I'll tell it. This man, he was old. He's an old black man. He's probably about 80. And he had this big trunk with him. I'm talking about one of them trunks you put at the end of your bed, but a tiny bit smaller. Looked just like it though. And in the middle of riding down the road, this man was talking to himself the whole time. He had schizophrenia or he had a spirit on him one. And this man dressed in a full suit going down the road. I'm like 8 years old on a Greyhound bus. He opens up the trunk and pulls out a chain and was like, ah.
What in the world?
Yeah. I was like, God almighty. So, I mean, I don't know, but we pulled the bus over. I mean, this is something when you're little, you ain't going to forget. We pulled the bus over. It was just me and my mom coming back from Fort Myers, Florida. And they're like, nah, this man's got to get off. He's got to go, you know. And then it was a whole fiasco. And oh my God, it was awful. It took 24 hours. Stopped in Atlanta. We were getting hit up for money, cigarettes, you know. And I mean, it's probably even worse now. But, anyways, unless you have to ride a Greyhound, there's other options too.
I got robbed in Atlanta.
Yeah, you
Oh,
will. Yeah,
That's
and New Orleans. I know we talked about going to Louisiana, but that play it is highly dangerous there.
Yeah,
So
I love New Orleans.
yeah, so it's going to be an interesting one. But yeah,
Y'all need to stay close to me if we ever go there.
but also too,
What's up,
just
Angel?
What's up?
a
So,
Sorry, Chess. Didn't mean to cut you off. I got excited. I like
um,
ghosts, and so does he.
hey, Doug. So do I.
and for those who just real quick for those that are wondering when this particular video is going to come out, it's going to be 6 weeks before this part comes out because I'm
Jeez.
dropping. Jesus Christ, V, calm down, mute yourself. But yeah, it's going to be 6 weeks or 7 weeks because this is going to be a two-part series. So the
God,
art
why do you
place
keep
and
at?
the
Oh,
courthouse.
I forgot you
Please,
said it was going to
yeah,
be a
we done
second.
talked about all this. You gonna have my south side come out on here? You better calm down.
7 weeks, though? That's a long time.
Oh my god,
7 weeks for both parts, or just like the first part to start?
babe, we'll talk about this off camera, please.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just excited because this is going to be a good one, guys.
Dylan, you're right on that about the figures. We have caught them without a doubt. So I was amazed that this was the only one we caught. However, I'm glad we caught it when we did in this whole investigation. But what I was trying to figure out, Riley and I were talking about earlier about it, is how small this spirit is. And I know they can change sizes. I mean, some of them have the ability to. I mean, heck, I caught there was not a very big orb in another video we have that I caught, not on this camera, but the XLS camera caught it.
Yeah.
It started off small and it came right across the front of the camera, and it looked
Yeah.
like it was almost big as a football.
Yeah.
But you can see it start small when where we were hearing the noises, Chastity. Same area, it come out of that area.
Yeah,
Out of the black. I mean, it came out of the black as something that probably the size of, I'm just guessing, a golf ball.
Yeah.
And it ended up being like the size of a football by the time it got in front of the XLS camera. And it didn't go out of the camera's view. It just disappeared, if that makes sense.
yeah, yeah. It was
You know,
all the noises were coming from that side, but the whistle was almost like everybody was hearing it from a different angle. Like it was omnipresent whistle, I guess you could say.
It was that tall janitor.
I
it
don't
was,
know.
it was, Angel, what do you think about our little catch here?
It was awesome. I saw that preview. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's I was really in here after it happened. I'm like, oh my gosh, I think I just caught something, because it was in the dark, and I heard the commotion of something falling. I actually didn't even realize, I had forgot that I had a night vision camera in my hand. But when I heard it, and I heard the commotion, I looked on it. I was like, holy crap! I finally picked up something tonight. So I said, somebody give me the time so I can go back and find it.
Yeah. I remember.
Yeah, for sure. It was a good little capture because it was a lot of dynamics with it.
So it almost looked like it was walking towards you, Chastity. And the moment you got up and started walking, you saw it go away.
Yeah.
It didn't want the smoke because I am the smoke.
You watch it. Notice what it does. It's like it's walking towards you. Right here, look at the camera. Going towards you. The minute you get up, it went Now I just realized in my mind.
Hey, Rick, somebody check this time, whatever time it is.
Yeah, I mean, you got to watch on your wrist.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was I like that, y'all. I'm glad we were able to share it. I didn't know if you guys would want to share it, but I'll send it to you. I'll send all of it to you so you can do your thing with it. That's for sure.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, I'd love that, man. That'd be great. because it was an interesting night.
Anybody want to see it again before I let it go? Oh, there it is. That's a perfect little spot.
Hey, look how it's
Wish I
mapping
could
me
do-
out right there in that frame.
How about that?
That's
What
pretty
is that?
awesome.
Have
Yeah, I
you
hadn't
ever
noticed
seen it
that.
do that? That's two of me.
No, never seen that.
I've never seen that. That's pretty
Wait a
awesome.
minute. That's wicked. I have never seen. I've watched ghost stuff for 20 some years, and I have never. I mean, I've never framed by framed it, but I'm taking a screenshot of this right now.
Like
I'm
that's
telling you,
that
this
new.
place is special.
That looks wicked. I'm going to have to send that to the group chat.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's that
I hadn't noticed
upgraded XLS. But yeah,
No, I don't know if we caught it in between frames or her walking or
I don't
that's
know.
that stuff's way over my head. So
Yeah, mine too.
that's definitely not what they say a camera flare, because I mean that is actually an image of you. It's like it's
Angel?
part of you left your body.
Yeah, have you ever seen anything like that with an SOS?
Nope, never.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. I took a screenshot of it. I'm going to send it to y'all in the group chat. But yeah, and sorry, I just checked the messages. I just had a feeling to check them. Sorry I didn't get to your message sooner, Angel.
No, it's cool. No problem.
What are you working on down there? You in your workshop?
Yeah, my sweatshop. Yeah.
Uh,
Building a new yes or no for somebody that asked for a white one. So
Yeah, it looks good.
What?
Somebody's on here if he wants to
Let me make that
speak
a little
it.
bigger. What's that again?
You're building me a yes no machine?
Oh yeah,
working.
look at there.
Yeah.
White. White
Yep.
as snow.
I don't have words. I have no words. I'm speechless.
He's happy.
It's an amazing piece of technology that I just feasted my eyes upon. Sorry, I'm being nerdy.
As my daughter in the background going, really? Is that my kid?
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
I'm on YouTube, baby.
Yeah, it's gonna look pretty cool when it's done. So
yeah,
Nice.
Oh, look at
Looks
that.
awesome.
yeah, it's a
It
little
looks incredible.
Yeah, Angel, we had a little conversation this past weekend. We're excited to see what's to come here in the next couple months.
This shows you he can do about any style you want.
Yep,
Yeah,
Same thing.
100%.
I love
It's
that.
incredible.
Yeah, it
I
is.
love it. Love it, love it, love it.
We're
yeah, I got
excited.
another one for somebody else. So let me see. Just done.
Nice.
Oh, check that out. I love the color. Ah,
Pretty.
is it Robbie? Is that Robbie's?
Yeah.
I saw Mysterium on
Yeah,
I got to figure out how to send this picture to the darn group. I'll have to do it later, but I want to look more into that picture. So, look, when I go into these places, I've said this before, it's like my energy amplifies, and I've been thinking a lot about this, and I'm not making myself special here by any means, but being a person that has tapped in to the other side like I have, I do throw off a lot of energy. And like when we were at Brushy Mountain State Penitentiary, like I was 4 or 5 foot away from the REM pod that V had purchased for that right before that it was the first location we used it at. I was setting off that REM pod 4 or 5 feet away, but while I was here in my home, I would have to get like 6 inches from it, maybe a foot at the
yeah,
most. So I'm throwing off a lot of energy, and I always talk about remote viewing and stuff. And I do that, I do that kind of stuff. And why would I stir things up when I go to these places? Because it's becoming very evident to me, and I'm not complaining by any means. But we've done 9 investigations technically now. I've put out 6 videos, and in these videos that I've put out, everything that I have put out, everything that we do, I have, integrity, and I'm a firm believer in the paranormal world or the spiritual world. That adds to the energy here, because when you bring in somebody that's skeptical or their energy's off, it can really push things away and they don't want to communicate. But for me, I'm like a beacon. They see me And my energy's higher because it's just when you vibrate you have to vibrate at a higher frequency to be able to tap into this kind of stuff. Either you're going to do it naturally or you do it through like amplifying it through awakening yourself, basically, or having an awakening. And, now that we talked to the folks at Madison Dry Goods, how they said it was still highly active after we went. Also, to, the Arts Place and Courthouse, Kimberly and Michelle said the whistling's happening on command now. What kind of energetic imprint, I'm asking myself, just my internal thoughts, am I leaving in these places? Because I mean, the type of work that I do too, like I just had a client, one of the client cases I do have permission to share, which is one of the worst ones I've ever had. I just got the feeling on Wednesday to message them, and sure enough, their paranormal act. I hadn't talked to them since November 2nd of 23, and spirits like messaged them. I had got a couple intuitive clues to message them as well. Sure enough, she was sent to the hospital. All of the iron in her body just disappeared once she started messing around with some objects from this really haunted place she used to live in, and she got rid of all of it. And a lot of the paranormal activity come back. But as soon as I talked to her and I sent out light and I asked for some folks to pray for her and everything, as far as I know, that activity stopped. So I'm still trying to figure it out for myself. What type of energetic imprint am I leaving when I go in these places? It's kind of it's not really scary, but it is kind of interesting. Like, am I,
Yeah, we touched on it last Wednesday night, and V and I talked about it in Raleigh at this place over in the basement, not here in the over at the Arts Building, because of all the voices that were coming through the portal at one time was crazy. But on two different occasions, the moment you step out of the room, it's almost like we're in control of one or two spirits versus 20 or more. I have no clue. So many voices at one time.
Same time.
it's wild.
Yeah.
I need that session, like from anybody that might have had that entire like part of that session recorded. I desperately need that because there's been some things that was said to me that nobody else got to hear that I heard very clearly, and I'm trying to find out if I can hear it. I can't repeat it on YouTube, but it was a direct message to me.
Some guy.
Uh-oh.
There's something,
Something
must be a
just,
banister up there. But Angel is excited, aren't you? You want to go with us one time, don't you?
Yes, please.
Yeah, we're gonna get Angel out
Angel,
here too.
you're
I want
gonna
to go
love this
with you
place.
three. Yeah, we're gonna have to get you out here, buddy, because it was wide open. I mean, it's some of the I couldn't even film my like how I like for Privet Clinic. How I'm like, okay, we're getting ready to go do this. I couldn't do that because there was so much activity going on. It was literally like it's a boiling pot there. Somebody stuck a stir stick in it and just started stirring. That's what it felt like. The energy.
Like Bobby Mackey's, what? What's Bobby Mackey's? That's like what you're gonna be thinking after you go to this place because there's
Yeah,
so much more activity there than we even got there.
yeah.
This picture right here. Now, if you really look at this image,
Yeah.
that is wild.
Looks like
It is wild. It looks like there's something. It's like I'm standing here. You can see me, but whatever is behind me is still me, but it looks different than me.
Can you see it?
Yeah, I see it.
Wow.
So which image is me? I don't even have hair in that one. It looks like a bald head and a long neck. That's not normal.
Yeah, I took a picture of that too because if I back up, it's at 8:35. I'm pretty sure there's no way. I don't know.
What the fuck?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. I did. I pulled that for you, Angel, while you walked there.
Was the cat bomb going off up there? Because you said it's doing it again. Right there. Did you hear yourself, Chastity? Right there, you said there it
No,
goes again. What was that you were hearing?
probably the thuds or
No.
probably the bangs.
Yeah, there were a lot of
Yeah.
knocks that were called out directly.
What in the hell?
What?
So you're not getting up, but that thing was walking towards you. The minute you stand up, it goes the opposite way.
Yeah,
That's all.
that's where that glitch was too, right there.
It could also be that it only showed a portion of the spirit. It didn't get all of it because it didn't come into focus.
That's not what I'm talking about, baby. I'm talking about the glitch where there's like two of me.
No, I understand. I was just bringing up what Greg was
Oh,
talking about earlier, how it was like the shortest one he ever seen. I was just thinking about that earlier, and then the more times
Yeah.
that I watch it, it becomes that much more apparent that it's only picking up its legs,
yeah. Well,
at
No,
least from
no,
what I
and
see.
I'll say that. Yeah, let me back up because I've seen so many what we come to find out were kid spirits, children in the Hill House.
Yeah,
Yeah,
That was Emily.
yeah,
Of course, she was a lot smaller than 9 years old, but it was a definite difference between the sizes. I mean, I would believe any time it was a little
yeah,
girl. So I mean, I'm just saying this is small as a baby though. So that's what's
yeah,
blowing my mind. I mean, this
yeah,
thing is
that's
like 3 foot tall.
yeah.
that's why I'm playing the advocate kind of on this and thinking outside the box a little bit. Because
well,
I mean, it does kind of seem that way, but it could be a kid.
let
What do you
me
think?
add something. Oh, you talking to me or you want Angel?
No, I was curious. He's looking like he's like I want to hear he's
Yeah, let's
something
hear
else.
the professional.
His ears.
No, it's really cool. I would love to go there.
Do you
We
think?
getting you there. I'm gonna meet you in Winston and we gonna get you there.
I can't
Yeah.
wait for you to hear this place. Like it's incredible, Angel. Like the second we started that session downstairs, we got immediate activity. Like the second we put down the first bits of paranormal like investigation equipment, it all just started going off. Like just
Yeah.
unbelievable.
And in the bathrooms, we have stuff and we caught stuff. I'm not gonna talk. I don't want to spill
Oh,
any of those
talk
beans
about
yet,
the
but
bathroom.
the bathrooms were crazy.
Yeah.
A lot
Yes.
of things happened in the bathrooms that V has found because he's starting to help me with the cameras more because we have 5 angles now, and he wants to get more, and I'm like, hold on, we got to get this worked out first.
Hey, and the
I just need one more actually.
He always says that.
Well, I mean, because like I have three night vision cameras. If I had four, then I can cover as many angles that we possibly need
Right. So
in any scenario.
once he's done playing this, I do need to add something about the shape and the size just from experience. Um, spirits.
That's all. What the
So check me out, guys. Spirits don't always remain the same size. So let me tell you what happened. I've done said it, but I'm gonna say it one more time. I watched a shadow figure in the building across the street at the top of the steps go from being about 4 foot tall to shrinking itself all the way down to the size of a football and sliding down the side of the steps so it wouldn't set off the REM pod. With that being said, spirits don't always remain the same size. And interestingly enough, I will share a nightmare that I had with y'all 2 nights ago. I'm
Oh,
helping technically 3 people right now. I'm still waiting on this lady to get back to me that she reached out. I don't know if she is or isn't, but I had a dream that I was in like a mobile home or an RV. I was with a family and they were having, booger problems. So they were having a haunting. And the entity had presented itself and I had it in control. Like I had it, praying and all kinds of stuff. So I had went to sleep that night by clearing out my chakras with a crystal quartz that I have used that does work to tap in. I'm realizing what this crystal's for now. And basically mute yourself, V. I think I'm hearing you still. Um but basically this crystal, I had moved it up my chakras and I was trying to get it to my third eye and my crown chakra. This was before I went to sleep and had the nightmare, but I fell asleep with it on my throat chakra, and I had my hands like in the praying position over top of my like heart chakra basically, or right at below like where my rib cage is. And in going back to the nightmare, I had this entity under control. This entity had like a long chin that if I could describe like what it looked like would be like a pickle. I know it sounds crazy, but the chin was so long and just kind of pitty and bumpy, had a long hooked like nose and black beady eyes. And all of a sudden, and it was very vivid, all of a sudden this entity shrunk down to the size of like a doll or action figure and tried to run away. I've had entities do that when I'm clearing people's houses and not in a dream, like while I was conscious and doing remote viewing. This thing shrunk down and I grabbed it. It tried to jump in like a box or something to hide, and I grabbed it. And in my dream, I had my fingers interlocked again while I was asleep. I could feel my knuckles bowing in and out in this odd pain as it just jerked to try to get away from me. And I said three words. I don't know, remember exactly what they were, but I woke up saying the last word. Like I opened my eyes and I threw my hands, like I had it in my hands still when I woke up. And even after I woke up, I could still feel the energetic resonance of that pain. So I'm trying to figure out where that come from, because that wasn't just a dream. I mean, I know for a fact it has to do something with one of my clients or something that has tried to follow me, which I'm feeling more so with one of my clients personally. But that's just, I wanted to share that because it goes kind of along with my theory. Entities, they manifest. So even like if you look back at the photos from Henry River Mill, you're going to see that entity of the man with one arm. He goes from being a blob to a shape of a man to a black shadow. So they transform and they morph. So that's just my opinion. What happened to Angel? Is he still that okay? It's black. Everybody, I look back down and everything's gone. The
Chastity,
boogeyman done
you were,
got him.
you were feeling that from a client.
Yes. So when I help
Not
clients,
following you
I'll have things
telepathically, or
happen like that. Yep.
hold on now, I'm confused. Explain what to me. Break it down for the old country boy here. So you feel like that client's following you?
No. So when I help clients, I will take on part of their hauntings sometimes.
Uh,
So
yeah.
for example, the night before, I like the client that I called this past week and checked on her and found out things were not good and had been only been happening for the last like 3 weeks. So the night before, I knew I was going to help this family. I knew nothing about this family. It was set up between a woman that had investigated their home and she was trying to help them. And I knew that I was going to help them. I just didn't know when, because she had to travel like a couple hours away from her home to get to this place in Kentucky. And then that Thursday night, I went to bed with no idea that I was going to be helping her the night after. I had a very vivid, this was an astral realm experience because I wasn't fully asleep. I was put in a place, that a dimension that looks like my house, and I had this entity stand beside my bed and grab my knee, and I felt it. I was in my room, but I wasn't in my room. I was in my room in another like layer of time. And this entity literally grabbed my knee, and I explained what the entity looked like. It was a woman, dirty kind of white dress, long black stringy hair, couldn't see her face, but being psychic, I looked back into it and I drew a picture of it. When she looked at me, this thing had red eyes. When she smiled, it was all sharp teeth, and the jaws, like where your cheeks are, it was like ripped open, and it was oozing black ooze, and she had fingers like talons. They were black, sharp, and pointy, and they were black. My client, I'm going to share this in the haunted object series. Matter of fact, the doll that this entity is associated with sits at Duran's house. Dead Serious Investigations. So this is my part of my haunted object series. This is the same client, and I talked to her again. Like I told her, I'm not releasing it until I know that they're safe, because they have been for the last year and a half, until she started messing around with some objects out in her building she had from her previous haunting, which I've never shared. I'm not going to yet, but the point I'm trying to make is I either get visions. I've seen black shadows go in my hallway, and then 10 minutes later get an email saying, "Hey, I have black shadows in my hallway," before I go to bed, and I never see it again. It's a psychic impression, or a way that I'm able to tell these clients. And I'm going to tell you right now, when y'all hear, I'm going to play the original audio. This woman had no clue who I was. I had no clue who she was. I explained every bit of activity and what exactly happened to her, down to the black talons on the fingers of this entity. Nobody can tell me. This is where I get passionate. Nobody can tell me I'm crazy, because I'm doing this for a reason. I do this to help people. So I've been given some type of insight here in this life to be able to see these really dark, dark things. The worse it is, the better I see it. And I mean, that's just what it is. I'm not a low vibrational person, but when I go into these places, I have to act a certain way. I have to keep a certain mind frame, because it's dangerous for me. But at the same time, am I dangerous for it? I don't, I don't, it sounds silly, but I'm dead ass on everything. These are the experiences that I have. And, I mean, I've got a pretty good ground knowledge here, but I'm still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it's like when we went to places, they always like hitchhike and follow us home.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. They tried to do that at St. Albans with me. There was a man in the back of the car. I had to throw him out. Mm-hmm. Yep.
well, I'm convinced that one did come home with us, not with me and Riley, but with Dylan. Let's just say
Yeah.
it made a pit stop and got out with Dylan
Yeah,
because he had
Mm-hmm.
stuff going on for a whole week,
yeah,
maybe longer than that, and he finally spoke out to us and got a little help and got it gone.
yeah.
Yeah.
Angel, didn't you have something too? Didn't you from St. Albans?
yes, like a
I
man.
thought,
Yeah,
yeah,
follow us. Yeah,
I wonder
and
if
we
it's the same man that tried to come with me.
it was a. I don't remember his face, but it was like an older gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
So a little bit big, like kind of like country looking person, like like
Mm-hmm.
a farmer.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what he looked like.
That's crazy. And it takes you, and Angel has spoke about this, if you're comfortable, how long does it take you to kind of get them gone? Like what's your process? And it's different for everybody.
They usually hang around for a week, then they leave.
Okay. So, interesting theory here. I want to add something I heard another medium talk about, that was she was doing the Estes session or something on the Demon Files on YouTube. She channeled in and said the reason, like when you go to the Sally house, the reason they like people coming is because they get to go home with them for a little while and return so they can leave this place. So here's another theory that's developing for me. I vibrate with that. I fucks with that, as they say. Like it makes sense. These things come home to get out with us, to get out of these like imprisonments, but then for whatever reason they have to go back. Now, why is that? Here's your big question.
yeah. I don't understand at all. I don't. It's way over my head for sure.
Yeah,
These are the kind of questions that I mean, I'm a human. I want answers. They may be a
yeah,
perspective, right? But still, it's just fascinating.
I think we had a little something out here. You guys probably remember us talking about it before. We went on with it about a month, but we started realizing something was going on in this very room, and we had a little cleansing here, and it's been fine ever since. But
yeah,
I wonder and I think back, where did it come from? And it didn't just appear. How long has it been here?
yeah,
That's the kind of things that are on my mind. And when we finally figure out, hey man, things aren't really something's up out here.
yeah.
And then things, how long has it been here before we took the time to see it?
Notice it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
do we live with things every day and we don't take the time to notice when
Yes.
something's really turned her off?
Yes. Spirits are always around. You can put up protections around your home, and you can keep things for the most part that have ill will out, but your family members that have passed on and ascended, they can always tap into you. Just the mere thought of, like, my mom, sometimes I feel her energy. Sometimes I hear her speak to me. Like, that's a blessing, because a lot of people that do what I do, they don't, you don't get to hear that. Every once in a while, though, I do feel her energy. It could be times around happy times, or when like me and my sister are together, she might laugh at us or something. That's crazy cuckoo shit, right? But with the stuff that I do, it makes it even more validated. But her energy has been around, but I feel my mother has ascended. I do feel, though, I have been given some more intuitive insight that these places that I'm going, um, certain things, certain darker energies have been trying to play on me with my mom because I was on live with Duran. And, he's got those dolls there that have really dark demonic, some of them, in my opinion, dark demonic energies, ones that are meant to harm. It said, "Love you, Jen." My mama's name was Jennifer. And it said that right after, and I know better. That wasn't my mama. Now, some people get really high positive vibrational stuff or neutral. You can have neutral spirits come through these things. But when we go in these places, you're not getting ascended spirits because they sit in the light. They're in heaven. You're getting ground, like earthbound spirits, like neutral, meaning they don't mean any harm, but they're not extremely high vibrational to dark entities. So, I mean, that's just my theory.
So basically, we're getting scum.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes if you go into a place that it's something dark that just wants to, rip your eyeballs out, yeah, you're going to get darkness. There's darkness in these places, but there's also just regular spirits that haven't crossed over that don't mean any harm. There's spirits that want to cross over, but they don't know how. I mean, it's when we go in these places, we are lowering our vibration. That's how you get attachments.
Yeah.
Sometimes, though, like people like Angel's fairly sensitive. His wife is she's very sensitive. I think both of them, y'all, I could attest. I mean, you might agree with me, Angel. Y'all are sensitive. So, and even psychic or whatever. And, we're going to bring stuff with us. But, Angel, you have something very unique. I say his products are great because they come with vetted by spirits. They come vetted by spirits.
They come pre-tested.
Yeah. They work.
That's very valid, a very good point.
Yeah.
We need you a motto now. Durham Paranormal motto for your products. Spirit tested, angel approved.
I mean, like I say, we have a few residents that they come by, they stop, they stay for a while, then they leave and come back. So I'm used to it, so it's fine.
Huh.
So how does Ruth feel about it? Does she notice it before you?
Yes. Sometimes she's working on her desk downstairs and by herself, and she hear them talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of like peek over her shoulders. Yeah.
Does she blame it on you?
Yeah, she say, "Hey, your spirits are bothering me."
Come get your friends, Angel.
Yeah.
Go get your friends.
And, it is cool. And I mean, that's like they're there to help him. And it might not be extreme. Some of them could be higher vibrational, right? That's coming in. Like, because I swear, every time there's a beautiful woman's energy around Angel. I swear, you have a very beautiful motherly, grandmotherly energy around you that protects you and stuff. And, like they stay in line. But when we go in these places, it's just like, I'm positive in my personal opinion that by doing these paranormal investigations at the art place and the courthouse, it's drawing spirits from the other buildings because they see the beacon of light being sent up. They see the portal type stuff opening, like, oh, here's my opportunity to speak. That's why we had 20 spirits talking to us on the spirit box. And, I looked into the Necrophonic app and I watched that video that Mythos put out, and then he just dogged it. But the Necrophonic app does not have any words programmed in it. It's only like the that's the only thing that's supposedly programmed in that Necrophonic app. So if you're hearing words come through it, then that's a sign here.
Now we were getting V and I and Riley and Ethan in the basement. We were getting full on sentences. I don't mean 3 words. I mean like a sentence.
Real deal, actual communication.
Yeah. And to the point where I'm like, who's playing tricks on us, because that was way too clean. Angel, I can't wait for you to see it, and I need to get this in the hands of Chastity and V. The portal you made us. I've never seen it. Of course, when it was crazy, the amount of voices coming through it. when Chastity was in the room. I mean, so many you could hear, but it was so many voices we couldn't hone into anything really. She walks out and V starts asking questions, and we were getting full on sentences. But here's what got my attention. I said it last Wednesday, and I keep telling Riley the same thing. All the noise, all the static, all the like she was just talking about the all that the crazy noises that Necro makes was totally silent. He
Whoa.
asked a question, and we got full on sentence. And when it was time to when it stopped talking, it went quiet. Soon as Chastity walks in the room, all hell breaks loose again. It's the first time we've ever
Yeah.
noticed it.
It's like something follows
Actually, it's
her.
the second time we've noticed it.
Well, the
first-
reason I walked out of the basement was because the energy was dizzying. So it was like Bobby Mackey's minus the pain, even though we all started getting like chest pressure, or it was like somebody was poking me on the left side of my chest near my shoulder.
Ethan was
And it was so dizzy. Like they were just honing, or they were all around me, and I had to get out of that space and go outside and ground myself and have a cigarette, of course. As I sat there, I mean, like they come at me, bro, in this place. Like yes, they knew they could talk, they knew they could get to me, but when it's so dizzying like that, I can't channel, I can't concentrate. It's too much because they were surrounding me basically. That's when I come back in to get the lighter, because V actually ended up having both of them somehow, to have smoke a little half a cigarette while I was out there to ground myself to hurry up and come back in. That's when we had this shadow at the top. I hope it picks up on camera. I hope it picks up on camera, because as soon as I come back in, the REM pod behind the door on the stairs started going off. They're like, "Hey," Michelle's like, "Hey, there's the REM pod." I'm like, I'm disassociated at this point because the energy is so thick. I'm like, "Where?" "Oh yeah, it's on the steps." So I'm like opening it up, and Michelle asked Kimberly to do something. She's like, "I ain't going up there." I'm like, "Girl, I'll go with you. Come on." So we open the door, and the REM pod goes off. But as I'm staring up into the darkness, there's just a tiny bit of light coming through. Like the stairs are in an L shape going up to like an office, and there's a window. So there was a light outside out back, and there was just a tiny bit of light at the top of the steps. That's where I saw this shadow figure, and it would like stand there, and then it would go behind the wall and peek over, and then it would come back, and the door was open, so the spirit couldn't see my arm. So I motioned Kimberly or Michelle over. Kimberly came, and so the spirit couldn't see it. I'm like, "Do you see that?" She's like, "Oh my God, yes, I do." Then Michelle come back over. She couldn't see it. Now, could it have been a psychic impression? Yes, because Kimberly is also intuitive. But the thing was hiding behind the wall. So when Michelle got over there, it could have been hiding behind the wall if it was a physical thing. Okay. And then I watched it turn into a little ball and slide down the staircase past the REM pod. Okay. It was completely past the REM pod, so it would not set off the detection. And it come in between me and Michelle. And my right arm was full of chills and tingles, hair standing up. Her left arm, she had the same sensation, and that's where we were standing side by side at. So I know we got it. As long as the file's not corrupted on that camera, I've got that angle, and I'm excited to see what comes out of it. I hope that camera was filming, because if not, I'm going to be pissed.
everything in the basement. That the my camera was pointing at the portal and on that end of the basement. So the things V wants, we'll have that because actually had our new super microphone on, and you can. I'm telling you, that thing's amazing.
Oh no, if I fluff
I
feed, y'all
want it
heard it.
all.
Yeah, I'll get it. Well, we'll figure. If I got to
Thank you.
figure out how to get it to you, that's our problem.
I heard you, Chastity.
I'll take anything I can get.
We appreciate it, because I think this next investigation, we going to go solo, or Brittany with Ethan, and then we going to plan out another one, because I want to go back at least a couple more times. I would like Angel to come. If we'd want to get you out there and plan a date. Like, we just got to get these dates to these people. We need to do. We definitely need to do another place before Madison Dry Goods. So we've got at least 2 or 3 more investigations. Um, so we're excited, super excited. But yeah, V had some announcements he wanted to make. Was that okay if we say that real quick?
Yeah, hit 'em. Hit me. Hit me with your best shot, baby.
For real?
Hot tough.
There we go. What?
Oh man, you guys are a trip. Riley, I don't know what I'd do without you, man.
Here we go. I should have
Let
never
the
met.
dog smell.
I should have never. Let me mute us so you can tell us what you like.
uh, okay, I guess I got the floor. So I just a lot. Everybody in our chat already knew that I've released some of our merch. Our Appalachian Nightmare logo, the Reaper one is up. It's on hoodies, women's t-shirts. It's on athletic wicking t-shirts. It's on all kinds of stuff. Definitely go out and check it out. I'm about to fix the promotion code that I've got going on till Valentine's Day. Everybody can get 10% off on it. Uh,
Nice.
also,
Nice.
we're getting really, really close to that 1,000 followers. Gonna finally get monetized on YouTube, and once we do, we're gonna release a special shirt too.
That'd be cool.
Awesome.
A few shirts actually, because I have some I want to release. Some of them may be limited time only. And if
Yep.
you are a Appalachian Anomaly member on YouTube, we'll give you 20% off. And if you're a Patreon member, we'll give you 20% off for the limited time. So I'm going to get with V because I'm going to try to figure out how to do that. I'm going to have to do a 20% and a 10%. So I'll figure out how to do that tonight if anybody's interested. And somebody just bought something like 2 hours or so before we released. So thank you for the person that did purchase the
Oh
merch.
man, thank you.
Yeah, I know their name, but I think I know who it is, but I'm not 100% positive, so I don't want to shout nobody out that I'm not sure did or didn't. But thank you for that. And then there was something else. Oh, we've got some stuff up our sleeves, y'all, and I can't tell y'all shit, but I'm
Oh,
just
come
saying,
on, man!
I
Don't do
can't.
that.
I can't
Don't
do it.
do that.
I'm just
Don't
saying, y'all need to watch out because here we come. And Riley,
Yeah.
here we come, toot toot. All right, and Riley, we need a shirt for Riley that says "We want the smoke." Okay, we need one of those shirts.
I've
And
get
already been working on that, and I'm working on one with a duck ghost that says "What the fuck."
what?
It's gonna be FAQH.
Thank you.
And I want a shirt because I guess I'm cynical or self-centered that says I am the smoke. So
Oh great, you guys can wear it together like the I'm with stupid shirts.
that's what I want to do.
I
We
know
should
you too well.
make one shirt with all of us, Angel, Ruth, all of our little clique together, and turn it into a little cartoon, like
Yeah.
cartoon.
Yeah.
Bro, that shirt would burn on contact.
Everybody having a saying, and we could let somebody else say what the saying's going to be for you for that person.
What the?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm Mr. Lava Lava now.
Oh Lord.
Oh my
It's a
gosh.
shirt that says that too.
That's enough internet for today.
Angel, do you have any cool things coming up you want to share?
No, I see right now I just working on some equipment, designing. I love designing stuff, and
Yeah,
so yeah.
That's awesome.
Few
Y'all
things
hit
come.
this man up.
Yeah.
yeah, we like it when you design stuff because
We really like it.
Riley sees it and he wants to buy
We need a shirt for
Yes.
that too.
Take my money.
it. Take my money.
But yeah, super exciting times. We got Madison Dry Goods coming up. Are you gonna come be locked down with us, Angel, for Madison Dry Goods?
Heck yeah, I'm gonna be a
Okay.
one.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
Mark,
you don't want to miss this one.
yeah, I need to kind of put a bug in there here. What was the date again, B? What's your birthday?
But Angel
March
might have
28th.
to work that weekend.
20. Let me save that this time.
March
Yeah,
28th,
we
29th.
can
Are you
work it
working?
around.
I think I have to work that weekend. Yeah, sadly.
So we'll have to do it on the weekend before.
21st. He said as long as it was warm, he didn't care. He didn't want to be there because it's so cold upstairs.
Yeah.
I want it to warm up a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's okay. I don't have to do it on my birthday. I could always go sleep in a cemetery.
Yeah.
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 Now, me and my friends in there. I don't know how.
Yeah.
Sometimes I talk about the cemetery so much,
I
and
love the cemetery.
it's so weird because it doesn't seem right saying that you like the cemetery.
Yeah.
You
Bro,
know.
one of my favorite songs is Cemetery Gates by Pantera.
Oh,
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
We're gonna have a theme song now. I'm gonna have to get AI on a theme song if we're gonna have a
Cemetery
T-shirt and
Gates.
all this stuff. Yeah, we have to do it through AI though, so we don't get copyrighted. You got to buy the rights to that song.
Oh yeah, we could do it in 1960s style.
No,
I appreciate you joining us. Thank you. Who is Ian? I'm sorry.
NT's a friend of mine
Okay.
from Lights of Midnight, Luminary Luna Beams and stuff.
Sweet. So she's sitting there. I say she. Sorry, it may be a he.
You're correct.
Says Hope app. I've never heard of the Hope app. HOPE. I've not heard of that one.
Yeah,
There's so many that's popped out now. There's a few of them that are really junk. But
yeah.
Paul Fowler, I'm not sure, but we thank him for joining.
thank you for joining.
Don't copy me.
Don't.
Hey, when you planning to go to the?
So the next time we're going to go film little it's going to be I've got to film like intros and stuff and a bunch of filming. I don't know. We're going to try to go back twice in the next month or two. So
Okay.
I'd go right now if Chastity
I
let
need to
me.
get with you, Angel, about the days and stuff that'll work. Because the first time we're going to do a little bit of investing, depending on what the girls say. I've got to get with the girls, and I will let you know because I need to go back up there and just get some filming segments, meaning like in this area, this is what I saw, and blah blah blah. That's my plan, but that could change. So let me
Look,
try to get all that together, and then because we're trying to go back at least twice because we want to get it. Whoever wants to come back, you're more than welcome to. Is what I'm trying to say.
I
So I'm trying
guarantee
to.
you, we're
Okay.
gonna go up there and we're gonna just try to get our B-roll or get our intros and everything done, and we're gonna end up having a whole nother video to watch.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that might happen. I just need to get some B roll. We need to go up there and run the drone. Like, there's a few things we got to do. But I'd like to get an official date set. So I'll be in touch with everybody to see if y'all want to come back. Or and I know Angel said he wants to. We'll figure it out. Like, I'd like to do it sometime in February, if
Okay.
not early March.
Yeah.
Because I want to
Angel,
things, so if I haven't ready, I would like to test them. So that would be a good.
Okay. Yeah, let me. I'm gonna put that on my calendar now, just to remind myself to get my act together.
Angel, you just let us know anytime you want to go to Stokes County. You come right on.
You know, the
Yeah.
funny thing about the Stokes County part is you guys been going on and on and on about how Stokes County is. And the first place we've been to didn't let us down, that's for sure.
Right.
So I can only
Yeah.
imagine how the rest of it is.
Yeah.
There's got to be some wild places there. Just a few stories I heard y'all talking about while we were there talking to the Stokes County paranormal ladies.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you. I'll give you just a small like snippet of how haunted this place really is. At one point, for about 10 years straight, we had the longest. How do I word this? We had the longest self-unaliving rate in the entire state.
Holy cow.
Wow.
Yeah, for a very long time. So, I mean, there's definitely something over the land for sure. I'm sure you guys felt really weird right after everything was over, like probably a little more drained than normal. I know it took me like 3 days to get over it.
Wow.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was a pretty powerful experience for me just to be right down the road from where I used to live.
It makes the
Yeah.
men angry. And it
Yes.
tears down the family unit.
Mm-hmm.
So it's dark. It tears down the family unit. It makes the
It
men
isolates the
angry,
man.
isolates them. It makes them a little psychotic. It can make them violent. The women generally are the ones that deal with a lot of it, and they get a different type. They get they get spiritually broke down. The women do, and spiritually attacked. The man's getting spiritually, but I've seen it happen to so many people up there. That's why I say it's a curse. And Madison Dry Goods is right on the edge of Stokes County, and it's tied into Stokes County because it's part of the upper and lower Sar towns where the Indians settled. So even though there's a border there, Madison Dry Goods is a part of this, even though it's right
Plus,
there on the border.
it's tied through the Lawsons as well.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, because where we went to the cemetery, the actual home of the farm that was there, is right down the road right there from where we went to the cemetery. And after talking to that guy, we need to go back out there because he said people are out there all the time. So that's just to scare us.
He said basically, anybody can go in there if you want to, really.
Yeah.
I'm going because I like ghosts.
Take your ass on in.
That is awesome. I want to go with you,
I'm
babe.
scared.
I can't go without my duck.
What?
I gotta take my ghost duck with me.
What ghost duck?
You know
You've been
what?
talking to
Actually,
Angel behind my back.
Angel, I'm totally gonna have you make me a ghost duck something out of I want a duck shape that's in the shape of a ghost.
Yeah, look,
That's Riley's next REM pod.
they've
Okay.
already got one.
Oh, they got a duck one already?
Yeah.
Is that a REM pod?
has a duck one, yeah.
Yeah, I got one made up. Yeah.
Nah, that's a fuck.
It's a Bucky. It's a Ucky Bucky.
Little buck.
Oh man,
See,
Angel's pulling it out. No way.
Ain't they cute?
That is freaking awesome.
Yeah.
I like both of them. I love the Bucky. Oh, we getting the Buckies in North Carolina.
Really?
Yeah, it's all the way in Greensboro though.
No, it's in
Maverick.
it's the next town over. Starts with an M.
Yeah.
It's an hour from us.
Yeah.
Nebby.
I love it.
One of these you won the rampart.
Yeah.
That is incredible.
He's spending all
I'm-
the money now. He is simpatico with Riley.
Yeah.
You just have to run you a tab and just start doing installments. That's what
I
Riley.
know.
He
Yeah.
just shoot Angel a $20 bill every chance he gets.
Yeah.
Just put it
Yeah.
on the tab.
Put it on my tab.
But
Hey,
yeah,
Paul said he has St. Albans scheduled in May and April. We're going back to Trans Allegheny. Oh, that's a nice one. I hear
Yeah.
good things about that one.
That's the one we were trying to work in. I was
Yep.
thinking we could work that one in on our way to Ohio.
Yeah,
So,
that would be a really good one.
Paul
oh,
was
you're going to like St. Albans. If you haven't been already, you may have already been, but you're going to love St. Albans. A lot of shadow figure activity. But I will give a piece of advice just from experience. It likes
Watch out for
people
bats.
being alone. Like it likes people to be by themselves. Because I had something on the grand staircase when you walk in, Paul, you go up and there's to try to go up to the third floor, but that second floor, I had something like wooden slide across the floor up there with me not even being there. And the amount of when we plugged in Angel's portal box, we actually had a spirit in the same voice come through. I think we were using necrophonic. I can't remember if we were using the radio or necrophonic. But V says, if you want us to leave, just say so. And it says, you know how to leave. And it was telling us about a portal. It said, show them the portal. And it was all in the same voice. And if Paul, I'm not sure if you know, but over on our Appalachian Nightmare, you can actually watch what I'm talking about. It's our St. Albans video. Not trying to self-promote, but just try to share. I don't know if you want to watch it before you go, but unless you've already been. But yeah, a lot of great portal box activity.
Yeah.
Third floor, you can hear a woman's voice. Like it's a lot. It's
A
a
lot
lot of good
bigger.
Yeah,
stuff.
just
bigger place than you think.
don't go full dark in the basement areas because there's bats.
Yes,
And
there
they
are
do
bats.
like to fly right into your equipment, especially things that are like infrared.
Yeah,
Like I said, it's a lot bigger than the pictures show you when you get there. That place is spread out. I mean, it takes 2 hours to walk across it. It seems like if you go in
Yeah.
every room. I know I didn't go to
Yeah.
all of it. I know for a fact I didn't go to
I
all of it.
didn't either.
Yeah.
And Chastity's 100% right about that place being like geared towards the solo investigator because they want you to feel so uncomfortable when you're alone. Like they move in on you and they stay close like when you're by yourself. I was by myself in that place like 4 times,
Yeah.
and it's the only place that we've went to that I just dreaded being by myself in.
Yeah, it was kind of a weird feeling there for sure, without a doubt.
Yeah, definitely be careful there, Paul.
Yeah, it's fun though, and yeah, we're trying to figure out about going to Trans Allegheny on our trip up. So to our Ohio trip, place I really wanted to go, Madison Seminary, is unfortunately they booked something that Friday, which I'm so upset about because that place is they've caught some crazy stuff there. So
Hey,
it means I'm gonna have to go back
Vic,
if I don't make time for it.
my simpatico brother,
I like ghosts.
guess what I did for you and me yesterday?
Oh, what you do?
I ordered you and me something, brother.
Uh-oh.
I'm building suspense.
Yeah, I was like, yeah.
And,
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
Say it, say it.
and it'll be here the week after next.
Does it involve tacos?
No,
Taco.
Thank God.
Are you going to tell us, or are you just going to? There's a million followers up here right now wondering what the heck you're about to say.
oh yeah,
Oh, gee. Hello. Come on now.
I found it. You ready, B?
I love that boy.
I have been ready, my brother.
I found it on Etsy when I was looking for the
Oh,
trigger
okay.
I
I
was
know where
getting.
you're going.
Yeah,
Not Etsy.
He's still waiting.
It's called the Dark Side of the Moon edition Ouija board.
Oh,
Oh,
What?
you're going. Oh,
Riley.
he's
Not Pink Floyd.
ordered something that he wants Angel to make about 6 of them and pass them out.
Yeah,
Oh, Angel, we putting you to work. I'm so sorry.
The
Apologizing right now.
Cook County Paranormal Women had one.
yeah.
It's a pack of cigarettes.
It's the best.
But it's a REM pod,
coolest
Angel.
daggone thing.
It is really neat, but I know it's something you can knock out for
Yeah.
sure. So he's
It works super good.
to check it out.
Yeah. I don't mess with the Ouija boards.
No, me neither.
Yeah,
Uh,
you warned me about that, and
Wow.
I declined the order.
Yeah, it's not something to play with. 'Cause
Paul,
I don't
Chastity,
believe-
is
one of
Paul,
our my LED lamp just like completely like pulsed. Like a big vivid pulse when you said I don't mess with Ouija boards.
Yeah, I don't. I'm telling
We
you.
are Ouija boards, Chess.
I am a walking Ouija board, and Paul says tacos are the staple food here in North Carolina. Well, Paul, we got a running joke about going to Taco Bell and opening our other third eye. I don't know how that came about, but that's our running joke.
Why'd you
We're
have
gonna
to
have
tell
a
it
shirt
like
for that
that?
too.
yeah, I finally figured out how to open my third eye. That was when I figured it out one day. I told Riley,
Yeah.
it's the only third eye I'll probably ever open.
Yeah,
I will tell
But
you
yeah.
what, you can get close to God that way.
That's a fact.
And that's
You eat
why I
enough
said
beefy
that
5-layer burritos.
I'm about to grab the air freshener and close my door and call it a day.
And I still love tacos. So yeah, I'm like your ransom. I love tacos. Yeah.
We love tacos too, everybody.
I love ghosts and I love tacos.
But yeah, so the next, I'm going to actually hop off here probably in just a second, just to kind of wrap up, I guess, for our side of stuff. And thank you for allowing us to do this. Madison Dry Goods video, first part next Friday. We're still planning on going back, like we said. And then I've got to go back to the art place and get some like filmings done, like to kind of put together this big video I'm making, a 2-part series. I release videos every 3 weeks. So yeah, it's 7 weeks away. So a week from now you'll get Madison Dry Goods. 4 weeks from now, so because it's a week away, you will get part one with the arts place, and then part two will come out 3 weeks after that. So that's kind of where I'm at on my filming because I have other filming projects now. This is part of my bigger like woohoo. I'm hiding from everybody, but I can't say it. Anytime I say something, it somehow I think I got the evil people looking at me with evil eyes. I'm just saying, like I got to keep stuff to myself and off public record until it's there
100.
because yeah. So you got to move in silence a little bit, but I'm trying to get everybody excited because I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yep, we got the merch coming out. Guys, if you're new, please subscribe. Everybody here has a YouTube channel. So Down South Supernatural, please hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. Durham Paranormal, you can find Angel. I can't link it in the chat. I wish I could. Go subscribe to Angel.
I
He
got to learn how to do that so I can just automatically have it here for everybody.
Yeah.
yeah, it's a
Yeah, I'm about
great
to link everybody to the Facebook.
yeah, and then our channel, Our Appalachian Nightmare, we are at 924 subscribers. We need 76 more to get monetized, so I can sync this monetization money, which you get $5 to $15 per thousand views, so it ain't nothing wild, but that still helps put it towards our travels because and we
Yes,
appreciate
it's better than
everybody's
nothing.
exactly, and we appreciate everybody that stood by us and supported us. Everybody you see on the screen, we bring real deal content. We don't
Yes.
there's no fakery. There's nothing. I mean, I have the raws, baby. If you want them, I'll send them to you. Just be aware. You
Ah,
might hear a few cuss words. So, but I'm just saying we do it legit. What we capture is legit.
and
And
one more time, we got a few new people up here, so this was
oh
just
yeah.
from you go. This is a little XLS footage.
The XLS
There goes
screen
again.
whenever it gets pulled up.
Oh, yeah. What in the hell? Yeah. That fell off.
So as you can hear,
What
you
the
hear
fuck?
something get knocked off the podium, and we checking to catch the culprit.
There it goes again.
What the?
So here it goes again. You hear the big commotion.
Oh, yeah.
Not that part. There it goes.
What in the hell?
And as you can see, what's really cool is when Chastity starts to stand up and we're trying to figure out what just happened, you'll see this little spirit that's going to turn and back up and get out of here.
That fell off.
What the?
So that's our little bit.
Yep.
An
It was a great
incredible
capture.
capture.
Yeah,
I'm getting-
I'm tickled
right.
with that.
It
I
was.
found it on XLS, but it didn't look half as good as it did, on this other camera that we had rolling to.
Yeah. And I'm definitely interested because I've never seen a double person that's a person, and I'm going to send that screenshot into the 2025 chat because the thing that's either me or it's not me or whatever, it doesn't have any hair. Its neck is elongated and it's got a weird head. Now I get that it could be like
I noticed that too.
yeah, so I don't know. It could be a glitch. Like, look, I'm not going to say it's 100% paranormal, but it's unexplainable. I've never seen an SLS camera do that. It was frozen in frame, so I mean, I've never worked with one. Would like to. We have some of the stuff to make it. I'm pretty sure. So we probably get on it. Anyways,
I have the app that does it, but I'm filming with the phone that I have the app on.
right, but it's still
Yeah.
not the same, and I'll have to talk to you about that. But I'm going to hop off here, guys. Thank you
Okay.
for having me up.
Thank you
Greg,
for
I was just wondering real quick, can you record that screen?
What do you mean recorded?
The screen, the the SLR, can you record that screen?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like I would definitely have a screen recorder running like when you're doing that for sure, like because that would give you a better more clearer picture. Like you, was you recording that night?
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah,
like I said,
that would definitely be one I'd want to see.
that
Yeah,
was I went through the whole thing. We Riley and I went through it over the weekend, and
yeah,
that was the only capture we found. But the awesome thing about it was it happened during all the commotion when
yeah,
when the whatever it was got knocked off the podium, and kind of startled all of us to start with, because we're in the,
yeah,
this little bit of false advertisement here. When you see this video, you can see it looks like it's light, but in the pitch black dark, all we heard was
Yes.
just the big boom, and we're all like,
yeah,
naturally you heard us say, "What in the world?" In a matter of speaking.
yeah. I told
And
an
then,
angel.
then we get home. And actually, while I'm sitting there, I thought I saw it, but I couldn't find it in the dark as far as trying to rewind the XLS camera back and find it. But I knew,
Yeah,
I told Riley, I said, man, I really think I caught that. I found what might have done, knocked the device off that podium.
yeah,
Sure enough, we got home and went through it, and that was the only capture we found in the whole room, other than
yeah,
some very interesting whistling going on that you guys I got all that too, by the way. I got 5 times of whistling. I know you guys had one you played. I got 5 of it where they finished the whistling for us.
yeah,
Beautiful.
Yeah. I
yeah,
just need to figure out how to get this to you without corrupting it myself.
Yeah, that's the trick. That's for sure.
So maybe
Um,
Rob just might have to drive to Winston-Salem, I guess.
yeah. All right, well,
no, I'm sure we could figure something out, like Dropbox or something like that.
yeah,
Yeah, Google Drive. I know a little bit
Yeah,
about it. Just don't know how much it'll take to move it.
yeah, we can make that happen for sure.
Yeah.
And like real quick, I want to say, like, wanted to while Chastity is all here, but I wanted to take a moment and say, like, I really appreciate you guys. I'm glad that I started going with you guys on investigations and doing this. It's turned something that was much of a dread in my life into something more positive. And yeah, I
Nice.
really appreciate each and every one of y'all. Y'all are amazing people, and I'm
Likewise,
really
man.
yeah,
glad to be investigating with y'all.
We're family now. So
yeah,
likewise from our way.
yeah. We
Oh, you
are.
know it.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to start off the Ohio State Reformatory investigation by having a group meeting and telling every one of y'all I loved y'all anyway.
That's good. Yeah.
I just thought about that last night.
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah,
tell you,
I thought about it at Madison Dry Goods. I wanted a chance to say that to you guys in person, and like
Yeah,
didn't find a better time till now.
Good does.
yeah, it's
What'd you say,
awesome.
Angel?
Yeah,
the
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
no, no, it's fine. The next year is gonna be like everybody faces behind a like jail bars, like a door says OSR bound. So there you
Oh,
go. That's the next teacher.
yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good idea.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what's happening. So
yeah,
in 3 weeks, we're going to be in St. Augustine. Me and this fellow beside me. So
yeah,
actually, the 21st, February the 21st, we're going to be in St. Augustine, and we're torn between where we're going to go. Whether it's the lighthouse, the old jail, there's several places. Uh, I don't know what
yeah,
we're going
Um,
to do. We don't want to waste the whole day. We really want to go somewhere and
yeah,
make it worth our while we're there.
yeah, we do.
oh,
They're
I'm jelly.
not as big. It's an old building.
What is Angel?
The old build. I mean, the old jail is it's not a big building. It's like a 2 floor.
Yeah, we saw a
So
video.
yeah, it's good. The fort is pretty. Cool.
Yeah, we looked at. We were really Stokes County Paranormal lady said that we really need to do the lighthouse and the grounds around it.
Hmm.
Uh, we kind of thought we
Highly
were.
recommended.
Yeah, we kind of think we might do that, but Riley's having second thoughts about all the stairs climbing to get. If you want to go to the top of the lighthouse,
Yeah,
which in the pitch black dark, at night. I don't know. We'll get it figured out. We're
yeah,
definitely going. We're going to make a good time of it for
yeah,
sure.
we are.
You get one leg, I'll get the other. Angel can get the arms. We'll make this happen. We can switch places. Take turns.
See that's why you're my brother, babe. And we're
You
in
know,
South.
Hey, we got to make this happen.
Yeah, we understand each other. We're on the same level.
That's right.
What?
Isn't that a rap song?
Yeah, I'm on a new level.
Oh yeah, that's what I thought.
Future. Future. I'm on a new level.
All right, y'all. I think that's gonna be it for our Wednesday. We'll say Monday Night Live. Our Wednesday Night Live.
Yeah.
Yep. Welcome to Monday night on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're flipping back on this thing.
That's right. We done lost all time.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. We appreciate y'all coming up here as usual. And there's a dog in you. Who let that dog out?
Very well.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You know what? I don't like you no more.
Something to me.
Yeah, I just
I
gave you a
appreciate
little
Damn. Riley, I like ghosts, but quit making them.
Have a good night, everyone.
All right. Good night,
Yep.
Ezra.
You guys stay spooky. Wait. Oh, Chess has something to say.
I do. I
Oh,
do have something to say.
what? Oh, shit, Taco Bell.
Good night.
See, you all right, B?
You breathing my brother?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
She just come up and rang the Taco Bell.
I thought she hit you with a damn frying pan.
Yeah,
I'm just sitting here and thinking, look at you and Riley are alike now. Both of you got a TBI.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I definitely if you get hit by women a lot, I definitely am like you there. She hits me. That's right. I said it on a live.
It's love licks, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, love licks that hit like a man. I'm just kidding. I like it.
All right, brother.
I'm
We're
a-
getting on tonight.
Yeah.
We're gonna slide on up to the house.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm going to slide into some sleep because I'm tired. I got to go to work in the morning.
Same here, buddy. I've been up since 4. So
Yeah, you guys, y'all stay spooky. Like,
You too.
thanks everybody for joining in on the chat.
Yeah.
You guys have a good one.
All right, buddy. Take care.
Have a good one, buddy.
Pieces.
All right, y'all. Another Wednesday Night Live has come to an end.
Came and gone.
We thank everybody for getting on again, as we always do.
Thank you, y'all.
We do ask. We don't ask for any money, anything like that. We just ask you guys to share us out and share our
Yeah.
friends out. Our Appalachian Nightmare, our Luminary Luma Beam, everything. Durham Paranormal. Share all our friends out. That's all we
Yeah.
ask for, and especially down south. Help us get something happening here
Down south,
in the-
Supernatural.
in the social world. That's all we ask.
That is all we ask.
But other than that, I think we're gonna end this one. It's been a good live, man.
It
Our
has.
little catch with XLS paid off tonight,
Yeah, it
and
did.
it was amazing. Especially when we were able to stop that screen. I don't know if we ever do it again. And we got 2 figures there. It's
Yeah.
like somebody was Chastity's got a follower.
Evil twin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no doubt. But anyway, I guess we'll see you guys. If we don't talk to you before then, we'll see you next Wednesday
Next
night.
Wednesday night. And until then, you can catch us all at that
Down, south, out. Good night.